My next guest has gone from Gogglebox to being crowned Queen of the Jungle, of course, and tomorrow night, Scarlett Moffatt's about to show off her baking skills, or not. Can I just say that is me? That's exactly how I would be if I took part in this. But what a great cause, what a wonderful thing to do.
It is a really amazing cause, like stand up to cancer.
Exactly.
I feel like everyone at some point has been affected by cancer, whether it's a family relative or a friend. And I'm doing this for my dad. My dad had cancer when I was younger. Luckily, he was able to kick its butt, and he come home on Christmas Eve. And I would like to make sure that everyone can kick its butt, and that's my little part of...
Exactly, exactly. And of course, in amongst all of the things that are going on in the world, you know, people who are living with cancer are vulnerable, and we have to look out for them, and that's why it's very important to do things like this. Now, how was the baking?
Do you know what, right? I feel bad because when I was on Gogglebox, a little bit of a couch warrior, I was like, it can't be that hard. Like, they're given 3.5 hours to bake a cake. It's going to be simple. Yeah. But I genuinely thought you could take cake mix in with you. No. Yeah, no, you've got to make it from scratch.
That's like taking pizza into the jungle, my angel. You know, no, it's not going to happen. You've got to do it yourself.
It's really difficult. It's quite, like, stressful in a way because you want to do well.
Do you know what? I think it's stressful to watch, Scarlett. Everybody goes on about, oh, this lovely show, oh, and it's really nice, oh, and they bake lovely cakes. You're kind of on the edge of your seat, you know? It's really quite scary. You've got some cracking people in there with you, including Richard Dreyfuss, for goodness sake, the star of Jaws.
Oh, honestly.
I just think that's incredible. If you'd said to me, the most unlikely person to ever do that.
When I walked in and, like, he was stood there, like, I have posters on my wall of Close Encounters and Jaws. So I was instantly like, wow. And also, he was the centipede in James and the Giant Peach.
He was indeed.
Which I kept saying, and he was like, no one ever brings that up. So then we instantly become buddies, and we were on next to each other on the
I love that he did that. And I hope you all sang the Jaws theme tune when he was taking his cakes out of the oven.
Why did we not do that?
They'll have to put the music on for a sound effects, they really do. Now, look, you've been real busy. You've been busy, things are going well, but in your private life, things are going great.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably a bit more quiet about it because it is going
No, it's wonderful.
So well.
You and Scott, it's all going really well.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how when you're not looking for love, it can come and get you?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm trying to sort of say that use social media for a good platform because there's lots of, like, women, because I'm 30 this year, and I feel like sometimes people sort of panic feeling like life's a checklist and you've got to have sort of been married and have kids by a certain age.
I know, that's silly, isn't it?
It's not like that. Like, you can be you can be any age.
And it just comes sometimes when you're not even looking. There it is. Now, you mentioned social media. You've had a bit of a rough time on there.
Yeah.
How do you handle it? Because it's not all bad, of course.
No, it's not all bad.
But isn't it terrible that you never remember the lovely things people are saying, but you remember the horrible things?
I'm starting to now. I feel like as I'm getting older, like, especially since meeting Scott, actually, I'm sort of just a bit like, I'm not saying it doesn't affect us some days, it does, but
of course it does.
I feel like a big thing for me is, like, self-care, which I always thought was a bit hippie. I always, whenever anyone said, like, oh, self-care, I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But actually, it is important to, like, read the positive things and really sometimes take yourself out of the situation. Maybe just don't go on social media for a couple of days. Do things that you do like doing, like walking your dog or... so I try and do that.
Oh, walking your dog is so underrated, and it's the best thing ever, isn't it? It really is. It just makes you feel better. Getting out in the fresh air makes you feel better. And even now, I think people should be doing that and taking their wee dogs out for a walk. It's good for your mental health.
Yes,
it really, really is. And do you know what is the best possible revenge in all these trolls? Living a good life, which is what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think
being happy, which is what you're doing.
I finally realised that's the key now. Just to live your best life.
No, absolutely. Mention your wee dog. Of course, you did crufts.
Yeah.
How good was that?
It was like the best job ever. I was like, I cannot believe this is a job.
Oh, I know, because you had to open cruft. Oh, that naughty wee thing that won. But you know, when dogs have got to go, they've got to go.
Yeah, and I stood in it.
Did you? Yes, that wee dog that won crufts, if you didn't know, when it won crufts, got so excited, it did what dogs are tended to do, and did a wee poo.
And I stood in the
in
the dog.
See, show business, the glamour.
It's all
the glamour of showbiz. But it was all right. It was fine, and things are good. And I mean, it must be weird though for you watching Saturday Night Takeaway at home.
Yeah, it's
but
fun,
you had a great time on that.
It was honestly like
super.
Some of the funnest, like, I will remember that forever. It was
Of course
so
you will.
fun.
What a great opportunity.
And the lads are smashing it. They're doing really well.
So look, we're going to see the Great Celebrity Bake Off Stand Up to Cancer tomorrow night.
8 o'clock on
8
Channel 4.
on Channel 4. So suffice to say, you might not be making your own wedding cake. Maybe
Doubt
not.
it.
Get the experts
You never know.
in. Get the experts in. Scarlett, a joy to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in and cheering us up. It's great to see you.
Cheers.
And good luck with the next phase and everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, my angel. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.